Hello everyone, welcome back. Hi. So actually I got a comment the other day on one of my videos. So it was on the Kenobi series, docu-series reaction video. Someone wanted me to make a watch order for the Star Wars movies. And honestly, I've never thought of that kind of thing because obviously I'm a fan already and I don't really when I have a movie marathon, it's obviously 1, 2, and 3 and 4. So I thought if I'm going to answer his question, I thought let me give an interesting and more unique way of watching these movies, including the TV series. So we're going to start off with number 1, A New Hope. Yes, this is the 4th movie, but the great thing about watching this movie first is that you don't know anything about the story. You're just meeting this guy who is named Luke Skywalker, and then he meets someone named Ben Kenobi, Obi-Wan Kenobi, or just Ben. Yeah, that's the name in that movie that he has. And he learns about the Force and lightsabers and all of that stuff. And you don't know anything. You're learning. You don't know who's the villain. This is fresh, and you don't know who his dad is, and you don't know anything. And I think that this movie is perfect to start off with. And then Rogue One is number 2 on my list. Basically, you also have a bit of a New Hope backstory in Rogue One, and you're following a new story. We're following the story of Jyn Erso. I feel like I'm saying her name wrong. Anyway, she's the daughter of the guy who created the plans for the Death Star. And basically what you learn about this is how easy it is to blow up the Death Star. And and how they seal it, and how the rebels do this kind of thing. It's all part of all the other movies and all the rebels and everything like that. So it's a very important part of the movie. And then my 3rd is Empire Strikes Back. So this movie starts on the frozen planet of Hoth. Am I saying that right? Yeah. They're having a battle, everything like that on Hoth. I don't want to say too much about the movies and give away too much detail. But that's the 3rd one. And obviously Luke learns the Force from Master Yoda. And there's lots of other side missions with Han and Leia. And also a really great lightsaber battle at the end. That's all I'm going to say for that one. And then our 4th is The Phantom Menace. Unfortunately, I don't like this movie, and a lot of other people don't like it. It's a very unpopular movie. But it's not that bad. It's okay-ish. I don't know. The one thing I can say about The Phantom Menace is that there's a really, really good and memorable lightsaber battle in that movie, especially with a very cool villain. Yeah. Kenobi. That's a reference for people who actually know what that means. I'm actually wearing a t-shirt, The Phantom Menace. Actually, I just realized that. Yeah, that's cool. Anyways, anywho's, I think that's about it. Oh yeah, and obviously the movie starts off with Obi-Wan Kenobi and Qui-Gon, and that's how they meet Anakin Skywalker and so on. Yeah, basically. But yes, like I said, I don't want to say too much about the movies. Just go and watch it. Yeah. But the lightsaber battle's the best from that one. That's it, that movie. And then Attack of the Clones. So basically we get to learn about the villain of the movie, and we get to see how Anakin Skywalker becomes that villain of the movie and all the movies. Darth Vader, as we know, is the villain for majority of the movies that exist. Well, not majority, but you get my point. And then you get to see how Anakin turns to the dark side of the Force, and also he falls in love with Padme, Queen Amidala. Yeah, basically, that's number 5. And the 6th one, I can't remember everything, okay? I'm old, all right. Cool. Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, Revenge of the Sith. One of my favorite Star Wars movies, mainly because the battle scene is really cool. Everything that happens in that movie is so cool. Obviously, another battle, lightsaber battle. That's basically it. Yeah. So those two are kind of similar, with the battles and Anakin turning to the dark side and the process of him becoming Darth Vader, the coolest evil villain dude in Star Wars. I'm talking so much, y'all. Oh my god. I never had to talk this way in front of a camera about Star Wars, so this is very different for me. So excuse my nerves. I'm just a little nervous. Um, okay, the seventh one is Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yes. One of my favorite TV series that Star Wars has made. So basically, this is like a few years after, what is this now? Which movie is it again? Oh my god, yeah, Order 66. I know these things. Don't judge me. Yes, this is a few years after Order 66, basically following Obi-Wan Kenobi and like what he's experiencing after the after effect of everything that happened. Especially, we get to see what it's like now and how people's lives have changed and how the Empire took over and everything. Yeah, that's basically it. It's so good. I love it. I really enjoyed the Kenobi series. It was so good. Yeah, yeah, it's basically like a continuation of the prequel movies. And yeah, so the suggestion movie, whatever, Solo. This is just a really good heist type movie with Han Solo. It's basically like an origin story. I'm not a big fan of Han Solo. Not saying that he's not a cool character, but yeah. And also you get to see how he meets Lando Calrissian and how he gets the Millennium Falcon, which is a very, very well-known ship. Yeah, basically that's it. And then the ninth one is Return of the Jedi. So I don't want to give too much a spoiler, but yeah, the ninth movie is Return of Jedi. Um, yeah, you get to know Darth Vader and Anakin Skywalker, a little bit more detailed background, and obviously this is when they start planning to like fight back and destroy the Death Star, because now they have the plans, like the plans of how they built it, and like when you have the plans and you can see the faults or the problems with the ship. That's the whole thing. Yeah. I feel like I'm giving too much away. I hope I'm not. But yeah. Okay, and the 10th one of my favorites, The Mandalorian. Yes. Okay, I fell in love with The Mandalorian the moment it came out. Season 1. I was glued to my TV every week. Each episode was so good. Like, what I love about The Mandalorian, it's so unique and different from what we usually watch. No lightsabers, no Jedi, and all of that stuff. And I really love that. We're following a story of a Mandalorian, which is unique because we don't get to see that. We only seen Boba Fett in the other movie. Okay, I don't really consider Boba as a Mandalorian, but we're not going to get into that right now. But yeah, we've basically The Mandalorian. We are following a Mandalorian named Din Djarin. So we're just following his life and his story and so forth, and it's very cool. Wow, yeah. I feel like between all the TV series, live action TV series, Kenobi is going to be The Mandalorian is number 1 for me, and then second is Kenobi, and all the others come after. Yeah, and then after that, ironically, my 11th one is the Book of Boba Fett. So basically, Boba Fett is back, and if you've read the comic books, he survives the Snorlax pit. I hope I'm saying that properly. Snorlax pit. But yeah, basically, it shows us how he survived and what he's doing next in his life and how it changed from not being a bounty hunter to taking over. I'm not going to say too much. Also, I'm very forgetful with names. I'm really bad with names, I can admit. But I know what happens in that series. It's really good. There's a lot of good bits. Like, yeah. That's basically it. And then obviously after that, The Force Awakens, the 12th one on my list, The Force Awakens. Now a year of new characters, new story, but we still have the old characters from the prequels that's added into this movie, so that's great. So this is actually set 30 years after the return of the Jedi. Talking so much. Well, 30 years after Return of the Jedi. That's when The Force Awakens and everything that happens in that movie starts, and the new characters, as you know, Rey and Kylo Ren, Finn, all of that, those people. And then obviously the Last Jedi is the next one for the 13th one on our list. 13, The Last Jedi. And then obviously at the end, 14th is The Rise of Skywalker. So basically, The Rise of Skywalker is the conclusion to everything. So the Skywalker saga is complete, finished. This is the end of everything that has happened. And yeah, that's it. I hope that was useful and enough information, and I didn't spoil it too much because I was a little nervous and I wasn't sure about if I'm saying too much or if I'm saying too little. So yeah, I did my best with research and thinking about like what would make sense and how you should watch it and so forth. Yeah, I hope you liked that. And it wasn't just like start with the first movie, which is The Phantom Menace. I gave you a unique answer, so that's great. Anyway, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe and share this video with your friends. They will love this and they will become a Star Wars fan. Star Wars fan after watching this. Anyway, thank you. Bye.